How's it going, everyone? Mega Masher is back with another top 5 video. This time, the top 5 video features Pokemon that did not need a Mega Evolution. And there's a few reasons why that is, one of which being that these 5 Pokemon were already overpowered as it is. But given the Mega Evolutions, Game Freak, what were you thinking? You're making these Pokemon just way too powerful for it even to be considered fair play. So, with that being said, let's go straight to the list, beginning with number 5. So, coming in at number 5 is Blaziken. Now, Blaziken back in 5th generation got access to Speed Boost as its hidden ability, and what Speed Boost does is it allows for you to boost your speed by one stage at the end of every turn. Think of how easily you could do that with Protect. Not only that, it gets Swords Dance, which boosts its already good base 120 attack. And if that wasn't enough, it has Baton Pass, so it could easily Baton Pass out if the situation isn't favorable, therefore giving the next Pokemon in line all those stat boosts. That wasn't enough for Game Freak. Game Freak decided to give it a Mega Evolution. With its Mega Evolution, its attack gets boosted from 120 to 160. At level 100 with an Adamant Nature and max investment, after one Swords Dance, its attack stat gets boosted to over 900. And not only that, it keeps Speed Boost, so its base 100 speed stat gets boosted even further. And after a couple of turns, it outruns pretty much anything Scarfed. That's insane. Oh, and to add a little bit more fear into the eyes of the opponent, this thing gets High Jump Kick and Flare Blitz, two of the most insanely powerful fighting and fire type moves. And not to mention, it also gets access to the ever so buffed and powerful Knockoff, making it impossible for it to be switched into safely. So there's a reason why this thing got banned at Ubers, because it would just tear the Mad Dog shit out of the OU metagame. Like, just every Pokemon would hope and pray to not run into this thing. Coming in at number 4 is Tyranitar. Now, Tyranitar has been in OU for the longest time since its release in 2nd generation, and with very good reason why. Let me list them off. It's bulky, especially when Sandstorm is up, because of the fact that it's a part rock type, its special defense gets a 50% boost, making it just that much more difficult to take down. It can easily sub Dragon Dances with its good natural bulk, has an already impressive base 134 attack stat, has a very, very wide move pool to complement its many ways of versatility, and it can easily set up hazards. As if that wasn't enough, Mega, it gets its attack jacked up to base 164. It gets a huge boost in its defensive stats, meaning that even the most powerful of hits will not guarantee to take this hit thing down. And especially if your team lacks fighting type Pokemon, you're going to be in big trouble when this monster is on the field, because it will not go down that easily without tearing a few strips out of your hide before going down. So, not much else to say about this monster. This thing is just, it's way too good. It's not unbeatable, but you better have a plan if you run into this guy. So coming in at number 3 is Salamance. Now, Salamance is one of 2 pseudo-legendaries from 3rd generation, and it's already powerful enough as it is. It has base 135 attack, a respectable base 110 special attack, and 100 speed, allowing for it to run physical, special, or even mixed. But because of the fact that it gets Moxie as a hidden ability in 5th generation, that just makes it that much more of a threatening sweeper, because what Moxie does is at the time that you knock out one of your opponents, your attack stat goes up by one stage. This thing is already ridiculously overpowered as it is, but once again, Game Freak decides to make an already overpowered monster even more overpowered. In its Mega form, it gets the ability Aerialate, making moves like Return and Double Edge, which are both normal type moves, into flying type moves, and further gain a 30% boost to its power, along with the 50% stab boost that it gets. Yeah, that's insane. Not to mention that its defense stat gets boosted to base 130 from base 80. That is almost double its defenses right there. And coupled with the fact that it gets Intimidate prior to Mega Evolution, it makes its once very threatening checks into laughable jokes. That means it can eat up Stone Edges from Terrakion. It can take on Landorus Therian anytime, any day. Like, wow. Not to mention, it can easily set up and sweep thanks to Dragon Dance. And because of the fact that it has access to Roost, Roost is that much more better because of the fact that it has base 130 physical defense. Not to mention its special defense gets boosted to 90, its speed got boosted to 120, making it just that much more faster. Its special attack got boosted to 120, which might not seem good at first, but because of the fact that it gets Aerialate, Stab, Hyper Voice, that goes right through substitutes, making it just that much more of a tricky Pokemon to deal with. And base 145 attack is even higher than 135, and after a couple Dragon Dance boosts, you are good to go. Like, it is game on. Like, wow. Okay, guys, if you think that these three Pokemon were insane, and they didn't need Mega Evolutions, how about we get to number 2 and number 1? So coming in at number 2 is Mewtwo? What? You mean to tell me that this already overpowered Pokemon that's in the Uber's tier easily has access to Mega Evolutions? And I say Mega Evolutions because it doesn't have just one, but two Mega Evolutions. Mega Mewtwo X becomes a Psychic Fighting type with a base stat total of 780. That surpasses Arceus, or Arceus. I do apologize if I pronounced that name wrong, but do not hold that against me. Anyways, 780 base stat total! That's insane! It has such a wide move pool. And because of the fact that it has access to Bulk Up and Calm Mind and Recover, it can become a setup sweeper with access to recovery moves. That's insane. And Mega Mewtwo X has access to Drain Punch, making a Bulk Up set with Recover and Drain Punch very viable. Mega Mewtwo X is just, it's overpowered. And Mega Mewtwo Y is even more overpowered because it has, once again, a base stat total of 780, surpassing the god of Pokemon, but it also has a base 194 special attack, meaning that with full investment, it's over 500. That means that you set up a couple of Calm Minds, it has well over 1,000 in the special attack. Same with Mega Mewtwo X. You set up a couple of Bulk Ups, it has over 1,000 attack. That's just insane. Like, when this guy came out with Mega Evolutions, I thought that Game Freak broke the competitive play in Pokemon. But I'm very glad that this guy's in Ubers, because if this thing even had one day in OU, everything would be destroyed. Everything. Like, just... Since when is it a good idea to give an already overpowered legendary Pokemon access to Mega Evolution? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I really don't. But guys, if you think that's crazy, just stay tuned for number 1. Oh man. So here it is, guys. Number 1, Rayquaza. This Pokemon was already an overpowered legendary as it is because of the fact that not only does it have a decently wide move pool, it has access to Dragon Dance, has access to Swords Dance, has access to Extreme Speed, which is a very awesome move that is top priority. It outspeeds everything with Extreme Speed. But in Mega, it loses all of its flying type weaknesses thanks to Delta Stream, which means that times 4 weakness to ice now becomes a times 2. It no longer is weak to rock because of the fact that it has Delta Stream, and those lightning attacks, you know, like thunder and all that stuff, that's now not very effective to Mega Rayquaza. Not to mention Delta Stream blocks any other attempt at Pokemon to set up weather. Well, unless you're Primal Groudon or Primal Kyogre, of course. But those are above average weather abilities. And what's even crazier about this monster, it doesn't require an item to Mega Evolve. It Mega Evolves if it knows Dragon Ascent, which is a base 120 physical flying type move that's like close combat. Even though it lowers your defense and special defense, you think Mega Rayquaza gives a shit about that? You let this monster set up in any way, shape, or form, your team is done. You're dead. Not to mention Dragon Ascent with Earthquake and Extreme Speed gives it epic coverage. And about it not needing an item to Mega Evolve, that means that that item slot is still free. You can give it a Life Orb, making its moves just that much more powerful. Not that it needs any more power, because with base 80 in both its attack and special attack, and base 115 speed, this thing just, it spells doom all over the place. Base 180 attack. That is over 500 with an Adamant Nature and max investment. One Swords Dance. All it takes is one turn to set up a Swords Dance. And it has over 1,000 in attack. And with the Life Orb boost, with Stab, with just everything that goes with it. This thing got banned from Ubers. Yes, banned from Ubers. Thanks to this monster, there's now a tier called Anything Goes, which I don't need to explain it. It's legitimately anything goes. That means you see these monsters fly around all over the place with that smug, deadly look on its face, and it just says "see ya, bye" like 24/7. It doesn't give a crap who you are. Like, it destroys everything. Like, Skarmory doesn't even have a chance against this thing. That's how crazy overpowered it is. So, do I need to say anything more about this monster? I mean, oh my god. That's the reason why this guy is number 1. And with good reason. There's a lot of reason behind it, actually. But it's number 1, and rightfully so. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this insane and epic video on top 5 Pokemon who did not need Mega Evolutions. Please keep in mind that all top 5s that I do are strictly opinion-based. Please do not be offended by my opinion, as opinions vary, and I respect the opinions of everyone who cares about this stuff and everybody who watches. If you enjoy videos like these, feel free to leave a like. If you enjoy my content, feel free to subscribe for more. And finally, to give me your feedback on what you would like to see next and how you rate my videos, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Also, please feel free to check out the Poketown Facebook group if you haven't already. I shall leave a link in the description down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you guys next upload.